Domi, we were just talking to James, his first game back, 6 weeks or so, at altitude, not easy. But what did you think of the way that he handled that and his match fitness coming through that match?
Uh, we we had the control 80% of the game, but I'm not happy. In the last, we have a meeting about that with the players about after the 2-1 when we score, we were in trouble, and the reason why is because I said to them we had technically players in that moment in the pitch, Jesus Medina, Kid, Maxi. Mitri, Ever, and when that happened, you have to keep the ball and pass the ball and play simple, because it's don't rush when it's because the result is 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. The most important thing is in the last 5 minutes the game is over.
Mm-hmm.
If you won, it's over. And if you won, it's about keep the ball, respect the position, play simple. My opinion is we want to finish all the time quickly to play, right? And when the result is just one goal, and you have quality in the field, you have to keep the ball. But I'm very happy with them because for the effort, for the desire to win, react really well with 11 and with 10, doesn't matter. And the task is about 78% of the possession. We shooting 29 times. That is a good for us, but not it's not a good what happened in the last 5 minutes, and they know that.
How about specifically about James Sands, his first game back?
No, he needs more rhythm, but
Yeah.
it's normal. But he's a clever player. He's a clever player. He started to play with the center back, and after that he started to play. He play number 6, and again center back when we decide to play with Mitrita, not with Seb. And the reason why Jimmy play is because he has quality. The first one, and the second one, he's a smart player for us. And in 1 second, when I say to him play like a number 6 or center back, he knows exactly the best way to play. But everybody knows he needs rhythm, and I'm sure the next games he will play much better.
Domi, the last 5 minutes that you're referring to, what specifically did you want to see better? Is it something that you show them on film or on the training pitch? But what are the specific things?
No, it's today. We had a meeting about that. The last 8 minutes after the Mitita scored a goal, and the first one is about if you move in the pitch so much, you have difficulties to find the ball, and when you stay, the ball come out, the ball find you 100%. But especially when you have quality in the pitch, and the result is about that, you have to take the control of the ball and pass the ball. And remember, we play 60 minutes or at least 60 minutes when one player up.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, you have to play wide, pass the ball, and the right moment you can attack and you can score. But in the right moment, I show them many images, and we recover the ball and play long ball fast. And what happened? I say many times to the players, how faster the ball goes, faster the ball come back. It's about that. I remember 2 or 3 actions, we lose the ball, and they maybe it's not they play long pass, but they play quickly, and after that, one player can create opportunity against 4, and that's happened because you don't have the ball.
Seemed like during the game, Anton had a lot of impact in the opportunities and the chances, not so much on the left side. Was that part of the game plan, or is that just something that happened naturally?
We are in trouble in the last 2 or 3 games when that happened in Orlando against Red Bull. I remember that, and against Colorado. We create many opportunities, and we have to finish. It's the most important thing when you play well, because sometimes you don't play well, and I accept that. Maybe you don't have a lot opportunities, but when you play well, you have to use that, and you have to finish. Is very important when you have clear chances, because after that, you know what happened. I say many times, this is not basketball. Basketball, you have the same opportunities about the opponent, but maybe you miss the shooting, you know. But in soccer, maybe you have more opportunities than the opponent. That happened many games. I watched the last game, Orlando Red Bulls, and that happened. Orlando maybe could score more goals, and after that the result is 1-0 for Red Bulls. And in Colorado, we in the second half especially, we miss many opportunities. And when that happens, you are in trouble all the time, because when the result in the last 5 minutes is 1-0 or 2-1, everything can happen, and we have to play more clinical in the 18-yard box. When I say for me the soccer belong to the players, is about that. Is from box to box is for the coaches, the style, you know, the way you want to play. But when you arrive in the 18-yard box, is for the players. Even when they score amazing goal, never score the coach, score the players. And if you want to win something, you have to be focused in that. When you arrive in the 18-yard box, the top teams score a goal. If not, the soccer punish you 100%.
Were you surprised Eber missed that opportunity in the second half? We saw what a great goal he scored.
Yeah.
But were you surprised that he didn't finish that?
No, it's a mistake, but I make a mistake, the players make a mistake, the referees make a mistake, everybody makes mistakes. But he knows that, and as I say to Eber, you have to be focused, don't relax, because sometimes when it's easy to score, say don't relax, because you have to score, doesn't matter is easy or not. But the most important thing is when that happened is 2-1, at least we had 20 minutes and we could play more comfortable. But everybody knows how important is Ever for us. He scored 8 goals, but it's not about that. He assists, he keep the ball. But it's a mistake. It's a mistake, and just I say to them, all of them, focus in that, because the line when you arrive in the semifinals, in the finals, the line is so it's about that, is if you are able to score or not.
Mm-hmm.
How is Tajuri Shradi coming along?
He's not ready for now. He's not in the team right now. Maybe tomorrow we have a checking about that, but he's training inside, and I don't know because we have 3 days more before the game. But it's not a good news for us if in that moment he's not in the facilities with the rest of the team.
How is Gary Mackay-Steven coming along? How do you see his progress?
Oh, it's much better. I think he's ready for maybe 40 minutes, 35 minutes. Is step by step, because don't remember that the last game was in May, and every single day I ask about his feeling. It's much better, but it's not 100%. And the best way, when you have enough players, the best way is step by step. The next game maybe will be able to play 35 minutes, 30 minutes. The same like Mitrita in the last game.
Right. And at 1-1, you had a choice between him and Medina. I don't know how you chose Medina to come in that situation. Was there something tactical you saw in there?
No, the first chance was about Mitita because he has this quality.
Yeah.
We have two players, similar players in this quality, Ismael Teshoire and Mitrita. No? They are able to score shooting outside the 18 years box. And we have maybe with Gas, is another player, he has this quality. Medina is for the control of the ball, and Medina, when I want to change, I decide to change Chati for Medina, is because Medina playing the right side and go inside and can shoot, and Eber, we play with two strikers, Medina and Eber used to working in that way, in the left side and go inside. It was about that, but my feeling in that moment was I had to change something, right? And we were lucky because after that Mitita scored a goal, and everybody right now is happy because it was very important to get 3 points, especially when you lose the game against Red Bull.
There's a certain excitement, it seems, when Mitrita gets the ball and he's angling that dribble, and if he gets any sort of freedom with that right-footed shot, it's like he's pretty powerful. And he placed that one, though, too. It was a good placement.
Yeah, no, but Mitrita can play like a number 10, like a number 11, but he has this quality, go inside, and he's looking for all the time, shoot the ball. It is a good news because when I say in the last 2 or 3 games, it's not excuse against Poland, against Red Bull, we need these kind of players, is because they are different. It's not much better than another player, but they have Ismael, especially, and Mitita, another quality, and they can play like a number 10. When we play long balls, the second ball is for him. That happened, if you remember, in Toronto last year when scored. Ismael, his long ball for Jean, set the ball, or the second ball is for. But you have the most important thing is when you have these kind of players.
Sporting Kansas City. I think I remember you saying last year when you mentioned certain teams and how you talk to people in Europe. They're one of those teams, right? I mean, they've had a lot of injuries this year and they've struggled, but. I think you said that you liked the way that Peter Remis's team plays.
I agree. I like the style of Kansas City. I like this coach. And he play all the time positional, 4-3-3. He has a clear style, and I like that. And I like how Kansas play. Sometimes soccer was not fair with him because. For example, I watched the game against LA and they lost the game 5-1. But when I saw the first 45 minutes, it was incredible because they play really, really well. And I think it's one of the best teams. If you ask me about, I prefer to play in this style. They play positional, they want to play all the time. You have to be focused all the time. In the game because they are able to take the control of the ball and create many opportunities in 10 minutes. All the time they play in the same way. I like that, and they are able to play really, really well against LA, against us, against every single team. I have a lot of respect for the coach and for this team because. I know some players, Ilie playing Barcelona, Fontas, and the wingers are amazing, Russell and another winger, and they play really well. Sometimes that happens in soccer. You deserve more, but the results is about that. But I'm sure they have time to win games and games and games, and I'm sure they have more possibilities to play the playoff.